Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious, fascinating, and downright alien-like creatures of the ocean, the jellyfish. These creatures have been floating through Earth's waters for over 500 million years, making them one of the oldest living creatures on the planet. Older than dinosaurs, older than trees, and even older than most types of fish. With their mesmerizing, translucent bodies and hypnotic, pulsating movements, jellyfish seem almost otherworldly. But what's even more incredible is that they manage to survive without some of the basic features we usually associate with life. They have no brain, no heart, no bones, and no blood. Yet they thrive in almost every ocean on Earth, from the sunlit surface waters to the deepest, darkest parts of the sea. Before we get into all the mind-blowing details about jellyfish, a quick disclaimer: this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. While I do my best to provide accurate, fact-based information, always do your own research. And if you ever encounter jellyfish in the wild, be cautious. Some species are completely harmless, but others have venom so powerful that they can be deadly to humans. It's always best to admire marine life safely and responsibly. All right, let's get into it. First, let's talk about what exactly a jellyfish is. Jellyfish belong to a group of animals called conidarians, which also includes corals, sea anemones, and hydroids. They have a soft, bell-shaped body that is mostly made of water and a jelly-like substance, which is how they get their name. Underneath their bell, jellyfish have long, trailing tentacles that can range from a few inches to over 100 feet long in some species. These tentacles are lined with stinging cells called nematocysts, which jellyfish use to catch prey and defend themselves. When something, like a small fish or even a human, touches their tentacles, these tiny cells fire microscopic harpoons of venom that can stun, paralyze, or even kill their target. But here's the real mystery: jellyfish have no brain, no heart, and no nervous system like we do. So how do they function? Well, instead of a brain, jellyfish have something called a nerve net, a simple network of neurons that helps them detect changes in their environment. They can sense light, vibrations, and nearby objects, which allows them to navigate through the water. Some jellyfish even have rudimentary eyes, called ocelli, which help them differentiate between light and darkness. This is especially important for species that migrate up and down the water column every day, following the movement of plankton, the tiny organisms that many jellyfish feed on. Speaking of feeding, jellyfish are carnivorous, meaning they eat other animals. Their diet consists of small fish, plankton, crustaceans, and even other jellyfish. When their tentacles touch prey, they instantly inject venom, paralyzing the prey before bringing it up to their oral arms, which transport the food to the central mouth located under the bell. What's really interesting is that jellyfish have a very simple digestive system. They don't have intestines or a stomach like we do. Instead, they have a single opening that acts as both a mouth and an anus, meaning food goes in, gets digested quickly, and waste goes out through the same hole. Now, let's talk about how jellyfish move. Unlike fish, which use fins and tails to swim, jellyfish move by pulsing their bell in a rhythmic motion, pushing water behind them. This method of movement is not very energy efficient, which is why jellyfish mostly drift with ocean currents, making them one of the ultimate passive travelers of the sea. Some jellyfish can swim actively, but for the most part, they just go wherever the water takes them. Now, let's get into the most dangerous jellyfish in the world. While many jellyfish are harmless to humans, some have venom so potent that they can cause extreme pain, paralysis, or even death. The box jellyfish, found in Australia and Southeast Asia, is considered one of the most venomous creatures on Earth. Its sting can cause cardiac arrest, respiratory failure, and even death within minutes. Then, there's the irukandji jellyfish, which is only about the size of a fingernail, but don't let its small size fool you. Its venom causes irukandji syndrome, a condition that leads to excruciating pain, nausea, vomiting, and difficulty breathing. And let's not forget about the Portuguese man-o'-war, which, fun fact, isn't actually a jellyfish. It's a colonial organism made up of different specialized polyps that function as a single creature. Its tentacles can stretch over 30 feet long and deliver a painful, venomous sting that can leave whip-like welts on the skin. But jellyfish aren't just dangerous, they're also incredibly beautiful and mysterious. Some jellyfish species have a superpower called bioluminescence, which means they can glow in the dark. These jellyfish create their own light using special proteins, which helps them attract prey or scare off predators. Scientists have even used bioluminescent jellyfish proteins in medical research, including cancer detection and genetic engineering. Another fascinating jellyfish phenomenon is something called jellyfish blooms. Sometimes, huge swarms of jellyfish appear in one area, numbering in the millions. These blooms can disrupt fishing industries, clog power plants, and even harm local ecosystems. Some scientists believe that climate change and overfishing are making jellyfish blooms more frequent, as there are fewer predators like sea turtles to keep their numbers in check. But wait, it gets even crazier. There is one species of jellyfish that is technically immortal. The Turritopsis dohrnii, also known as the immortal jellyfish, has a mind-blowing ability. When it gets old, injured, or stressed, it reverts back to its juvenile stage, essentially starting life over again. This means, in theory, this jellyfish can live forever, making it one of the only known organisms capable of biological immortality. Scientists are studying this process to see if it could hold secrets to human aging and medicine. Before we wrap up, here are some wild jellyfish facts. Did you know that jellyfish are 95% water? If they wash up on shore and dry out, they almost completely disappear. The lion's mane jellyfish is the largest jellyfish in the world, with tentacles that can grow over 120 feet, 36 meters long. That's longer than a blue whale. Some jellyfish can clone themselves. If they get cut in half, each piece can regenerate into a new jellyfish. And the longest jellyfish sting ever recorded stretched 10 feet, 3 meters, across a person's body. Now that's a painful souvenir. So, that's everything you need to know about jellyfish, the mysterious, brainless, and sometimes deadly creatures of the sea. From glowing in the dark to being biologically immortal, these animals are truly some of the most fascinating in the ocean. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. What jellyfish fact surprised you the most? And let me know what sea creature you want me to cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.